Physics Part 33. The distance of a lens from the fixed point is measured using a meter rule. The distance is 95.2 centimeter. The lens is now moved closer to the fixed point and the new distance is 93.7 centimeter. How far has the lens moved? The answer is obvious, 95.2 minus 93.7, which is equal to 1.5 centimeter. But how accurate is the measurement? We have seen the uncertainty in each measurement using a meter rule is optimistically plus minus 1 millimeter, plus minus 1.5 millimeter at the zero end of the rule, plus minus 1.5 millimeter, when finding the position of the center of the lens. This means that each separate measurement of length has an uncertainty of about 1 over 940 into 100%. That is about 0.1%. That appears to be good. However, the uncertainty in the distance moved is plus minus 2 millimeter. Because both distances have an uncertainty and these uncertainties add up to, so the uncertainty is plus minus 2 over 15 into 100%, which is equal to plus minus 13%. This uncertainty is quite clearly unacceptable. Another means by which distance moved could be measured must be devised to reduce the uncertainty. During your course, you will meet with many different measuring instruments. You must learn to recognize which instrument is the most appropriate for particular measurements. A stopwatch may be suitable for measuring the period of oscillations of a pendulum, but you would have difficulty using it to find the time taken for a stone to fall vertically from the rest through the distance of 1 meter. Choice of appropriate instrument is likely to be examined when you are planning experiment. Examples: suggest some appropriate instruments for the measurement of the dimensions of a single page of this book. The obvious instrument to measure the height and the width of a page is 30 centimeter ruler, which can be read to plus minus 1 mm. The width, the smaller dimension, is about 210 millimeter. So the actual uncertainty is 210 millimeter plus minus 1 millimeter. And the percentage uncertainty is about plus minus 0.5%. It is not sensible to try to measure the thickness of a single page, even with a micrometer screw gauge, as the percentage error will be very high. Instead, use the screw gauge to measure the thickness of a large number of pages, but don't include the covers. 400 pages are about 18 mm thick. The uncertainty in this measurement using a screw gauge is plus minus 0.01 mm, giving a percentage of uncertainty of about plus minus 0.05% in the thickness of all 400 pages. This is also uncertainty of plus minus 0.5% is acceptable. A vernier caliper should be used instead of the screw gauge. Now it's your turn. Number 1, suggest appropriate instruments for the measurements of